Welcome to the forecast. To my right, AP18 himself. Alex, how you doing?
Hello, everybody.
And to my left, GW himself. Garrett, how you doing?
Doing good.
So Wednesday Comics Forecast. My name is Marvin. We're here to tell you the comics coming out for May 22nd, 2019. I say it every week, but I am surprised every week when I read this date and see that it's already May 22nd. So, Memorial Day coming up here, and then we, Gary, you going to the lake? The river?
The river?
Yeah.
We should be heading out there.
You got to catch up with some comic books, or what's going on?
Oh, hell yeah. I'm bringing them all.
Well, let's talk about what comes out here. Gasolina number 18. That is Sean Mekowicz and Nico Walter. Viva Mexico. First off, Garrett, this is a series that you went back and picked up because it looked good to you. You just watched a little movie called Salguero. That cover is beautiful. And I want to know what you think of this book.
I love this book. It's very sad because this is the last issue, unfortunately. So everything I've been reading the last year and a half has led to this. What a great series, mixing monsters and the cartel and like some really wicked monsters at that. But there's also, like a romance tale. There's a lot of action. There's that tense drama. But it is great. And I'm really going to miss it.
Middle West, number 7, Scotty Young, Jorge Corona. Alex, what do you think of the Middle West?
Middle West is amazing. This is actually one of those books, I think, if you are looking for that folk tale-like book of a young boy on a little adventure because his dad's a psycho, this is the book for you. By all means, like Farmhand, you should be reading it.
I see that cover. I got Tornado Monster. What's that about?
That would be, spoilers, the papa chasing him down. Or it could be him. Who knows?
There we go. Spoilers. You know what? Nothing Dark Horse, nothing IDW this week, at least that we get. Dark Horse has one comics, who RIP Dark Horse, I guess. Staying alive with one book. But we go to DC Comics, part 5 of Leviathan Rising. Excuse me. Jesus. Action Comics number 1011. Brian Michael Steve Epstein. Whoa, was Steve Epstein always on this book?
He started with the Leviathan Rising arc.
Oh, and how's it going so far?
It's pretty good. I think that it's pretty crazy because it's like all the organizations in the DC universe are coming together and trying to figure out who this rogue group is, which is the Leviathan. And they used to be led by Talia al Ghul, but now they don't know who's leading them. And so it's pretty crazy because like a lot of superheroes are going undercover, trying to figure out who this group is that's trying to wipe out all the other groups. So far, Amanda Waller's been targeted. I can't think of his name. Director Bones, I think it is. And then Spiral's been targeted. So it is fun seeing the bigger spy groups of the entire DC universe kind of being placed under attack. And Clark Kent and Lois Lane are working together to figure out who it is. So it's a lot of fun seeing them do what they do best, while there's actually this huge conspiracy going on as well. It's pretty exciting, and I can't wait for the event to start.
Checking in with this series, haven't talked about it for a second. Batman Beyond number 32, Dan Jurgens, Rick Leonardo, Andre Parks, excuse me. But the reason why I wanted to bring it up, Chris Samney on the cover there. Have been a while since I've seen our boy Samney. Just on the cover though. So hopefully pretty soon we get some internal from him anywhere on DC. Since his friend Mark Waid. Oh wait, no, second. Excuse me. I was thinking of Brian Michael Bendis. What do we think of Batman Beyond? How's it going so far?
It's really good. They just got down with probably the best arc I've ever read of Batman Beyond, which is where the Joker comes back, like the OG Joker. So that's really going to be hard to beat. But now we're kind of at an age where Terry Batman has taken on his own Robin protege, which just happens to be his brother, which adds like another element of that kind of. How Batman can get depressed that he's kind of ruined these kids' lives, even though he's given them a mission and a purpose. Kind of hits a little closer to home when it's your sibling that you're doing that to. So I really enjoy it. The art style's great, and yeah, that Chris Samney cover, I'm like, please, I wish you were doing the interior art.
Detective Comics number 10-4. Peter Tomasi, Brad Walker, Andrew Hennessy. The face behind the mask is revealed. Who's taking up the mantle of the Arkham Knight? What's their end game? And what's the shocking secret that Batman never knew was part of his life he had taken for granted? Alex, what do we think of the Detective Comics?
I really enjoy it. I had dropped off for a long time, started back up at 1,000. I think my only issue I had was that Arkham Knight I expected to be someone that I knew, not necessarily like Jason Todd, but someone else that kind of had a hold for me. That it's still exciting to see who it is. I don't know who this person is, but I kind of want to know what's. Not that I'm tired of Arkham Knight, but I'm almost excited to see what's next. Now that the big reveal is done, there doesn't seem to be a whole lot of me for me. But it's still good. I think Tomasi is great. Art is fantastic, and actually I'm excited for Doug Mahnke to get back on this book.
So I think that what they might do is like do flashbacks and kind of tell the story of why Arkham Knight, or I guess we can spoil it. It's Dr. Arkham's daughter is taking on Batman, basically. But it'll be kind of cool. Maybe she was working at Arkham and Batman jailed away some thugs and something happened where they escaped and a lot of people died. I don't know. Stories are endless. Potential.
There we go. Flash number 71, Joshua Williamson, Howard Porter. The Flash year one continues. Barry Allen struggles to control his powers as he experiments with his newfound abilities. When one of his tests lands him in a mess, he'll come face to face with his first villains. Garrett, what do we think of year one so far?
I haven't gotten to that yet. I just read issue 67 today, so I'm not quite there yet.
Oh, okay. Martian Manhunter, Steve Orlando, Riley Rossmo, number 5 of 12. Alex, what do you think, Martian Manhunter? Your favorite artist, Riley.
I want to say Riley Rossmo's on this book, so I am super excited, and more importantly, I'm excited to hear those words from Garrett. That man's voice is like music to my ears. But as for Martian Manhunter, I'm actually 2 issues behind, so I can't really tell you if it's amazing or not. But that art is, I think I wish I saw Riley Rossmo on more things. Steve Orlando is a good writer, but he's definitely not a writer that I seek out. This is a book that I'm an art seeker. I've got an exquisite taste, and that's why I get this book.
Terrifics number 16, Jean Lu Yang, Steven Segovia. Even Shadner right on that cover there. The Terrifics have entered cyberspace for a battle unlike any they have faced before. It's a battle against God? Well, the science is still out on that, but as our heroes face off against all manner of monstrous plagues, things do seem to reach biblical proportions. Could the key to all this be the mysterious pixel? Now, I know all of us had said that when Jeff Lemire was in this book, we were going to be done with this book as well. I do like Gene. I think he's a good writer. Is this the first issue without Jeff Lemire, or has it been 2?
No,
it's been a couple.
Okay. Well, I was just bringing this one up. I know we weren't really on it, but for me at least, it's a very, very light week. And actually, I'm looking at the rest of the list, unless I forgot some. It seems like a light week for everybody. So I try this out. I do like this team. I do like Gene. So I wish though that Shanner was doing the interior art. I like Segovia. He was doing the new Superman, right? With Gene?
That I don't remember. I know he did a little bit of detective for sure.
Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. We'll see. Wonder Woman. Number 71, G. Willow Wilson, Ermicano, Terry Dotson, Rachel Dotson, right on the cover. Aphrodite's son just might know the secret to recruiting Wonder Woman with her long-lost family and home on Paradise Island. But even if he does and is willing to tell her, would she be able to survive the journey? Gary, getting this book?
I'm only getting it in trades now, so I'm not getting the issues.
Alex, you read this book?
I am reading this book, and it's amazing. This is a lot like Aquaman for me, where it's just a pantheon of interesting characters to see Wonder Woman go up against the Greek gods and goddesses and see what kind of craft they've brought to Earth. Spoilers, all these gods have been exiled from Olympus, and they're starting to wreak havoc on Earth. Whether they actually think it's havoc or not, the way they live their lives is detrimental to humans, and Wonder Woman's having to put a stop to it or find a more peaceful way to go about the means of their lives. I love this book. This is amazing.
Eric Gill. I actually just read today that Patty Jenkins for Wonder Woman 1984, the movie, they pushed it back until 2020, and they're doing test screens right now. And I guess they finished earlier than they thought they would, and she kind of regrets pushing it back, she said. She wished it came out this year. So here we go. It should be coming out next year still, though, but that reminded me about Wonder Woman when I saw that news today. Guys, correct me if I'm wrong here. I'm looking at Marvel, and the only thing I can think any of us get is Venom number 14. Is that correct?
For Marvel?
Yeah.
I'm not even getting it because it's tying into...
Well, it is your favorite writer, Cullen Bunn, so I would assume you were getting it. Ivan Coelho and Kyle Hotz on the cover. War Realms tie-in. Yeah, it is a tie-in, so I was also going to skip it.
I'm getting it, but I don't know what to expect. I mean, he has a flaming sword, but if we just read War of the Realms 4, and Venom is what's his name, Malekith's lackey. So
that's the cover. I mean, I'm looking at the preview, and that's what I see. I see him with an axe, and I see a guy with a mustache. Looks like JJ punching a kid in the face. Is that accurate? I'm not kidding. Go to fourth page of that preview.
Yeah, that's Venom's kid.
Oh, why is JJ punching him in the face?
I don't know.
Who knows?
I'm getting back on Avengers and Iron Man, but I'm not caught up. But in the future, I will be.
Okay, there you go. Avengers, Iron Man, that also comes out this week. You know what this week is perfect for? Actually, I looked at Dynamite. I looked at Boom Studios. I don't see anything there, right? This is it. These are our books.
Yeah.
This is this week, which is not even the fifth week, so it surprises me that this is what we get. But maybe they're holding it for the fifth week. We'll let you know next week. Alex, out of that bare bones pile, what are you going to pick up and gnaw the bone marrow out of?
Middle West number 7. That is one of the books that it's on the verge of it could be as good as Saga for me, where I just look forward to seeing what every issue has in store. This is an amazing book.
Garrett, what do we think?
I'm going to go with Gasolina number 18. Really bittersweet. It's the finale. I hope it has a great explosive ending. I kind of got let down on endings this week already, so I'm really looking for a good one.
I am going to go with the only book that I have on my pull list, Detective Comics 1004. I did like the last issue a lot. I actually do like I'm with Alex. I want to see where it goes. Since The Secret, to me, it's somebody who we've never met before. It doesn't really mean anything, but I hope that it goes somewhere interesting. So we'll see. And I do like Brad Walker's art a lot, so I'm curious to see how the art looks in the next issue there. So,
are you going to get Terrifics?
We'll see. It's pending. It's pending. I only get one book this week, so you know what? I might try out something. You know what? I might get a trade. Who knows? I actually want to go back and there's some Astral City I was missing. Maybe I'll go back and read that. We'll see. I've been having an itch for Astral City after Garrett picked Marvels as his book for the book club. Kurt Busiek. I'm interested to read some of his stuff, so we'll see. Alex, what do you think? This weather today was a nice day. It was a little cool, but it was nice. What do we anticipate for the rest of the week?
I wish I really could tell you because I don't even know anymore. Like my job is to look at the sky and to see the clouds and to see the sun and to tell you what I think. In all honesty, I have no fucking clue.
I looked. It's rain.
I was gonna say it was from what I had last sensed in the weather. It was going to rain. But it's chilly. Like this morning was like 32. I could see my breath when I stepped outside. It was sunny. It was nice. I walked the dog. It was great. Then again, my weather senses kicked on. I was like, bro, it's going to snow.
You know what?
And I say snow lightly.
You know what the weather girls told me? It's raining men. Is that correct?
Not where I live. I'm glad. That's a lot of blood and people falling on the ground that I don't want to see.
Garrett, them roads this week. I'm assuming you can take your jalopy to the comic shop.
Jalopy means old car, Garrett, just so if you didn't know.
Okay. Yeah, I think there's not a lot of books coming out.
Maybe you can hitchhike to the comic shop.
Sure.
I mean, the slowest way possible. Those books are going to stay on that shelf because there's nothing on that shelf.
There's not a lot, that's for sure. But I think there's enough that you can definitely take your time getting there. You'll see those potholes a mile away. And if you still fall in them, that's your problem at that point.
Let me just let me just tell the audience, as you can see from that list in my declaration, that I'm only getting one book, confirmed one book. This week's show might be a little bit different, so stay tuned. The boys at WSC always keep it fresh, always keep it hot. And then the other side, we keep it cold and good for you, just like the old McDonald's BLT, baby. Fucking stupid. Alex, have a good week with your 2 books. How many books
Thank
do you have?
you. Marvin, enjoy your 1 book.
My 1 book. Garrett, enjoy your 3.
Oh, no, I have about, I think I have 8.
How do you have 8 on a week like this?
Let's see. I got my list right here. I got Action Comics, Avengers, Batman Beyond, Detective, Flash, Gasolina, Martian Manhunter, Middle West, Miles Morales, Spider-Man, Tony Stark, Iron Man, and Venom.
And then this guy
complains.
complains.
If we were doing a regular show, this list would suck. Literally, our book list would be 3 books that Garrett and I share, and 1 book that Marvin. It'd be horrible. This would be a horrible week of books.
Garrett's always complaining he's eating string cheese and peanuts for lunch, and that's why he's getting 8 books on a short week like this. He doesn't like the peanuts and the string cheese, and I don't blame him. It's not a good source of nutrients, those 2 things combined. But I'm always here for you. If you ever need it, I can get you some almonds. I can get you some goat cheese. Maybe some other protein. So here we go. Wednesday Comics. My name is Marvin.
I'm Alex.
I'm Garrett.
Hey, everyone. Keep reading those books. If you have them.